everyone, and welcome back to another video. During this video I'm going to be discussing my best advices that I got for you for backtesting your own strategies. So if you're not sure what backtesting is the general method of seeing how well a strategy or model will have done ex post. So this basically means, in more simple terms, that when looking in previous prices, you're going to be trying to figure out if your strategy is working or not based on previous results. So you're going to be trying to find entries in the past that work with the strategy and see the result that you get. So this is the basic definition of the backtesting. I'm going to be giving you the best tips that I got to get the most out of your backtesting. So one of the best advice that I've got for you when starting out to backtest is write down the criteria that you have for your strategy. So whenever you're going to be looking to enter a trade, what criteria should there be in a trade or in a potential trade to place your entry in the markets? So you need to write those criteria out, so whenever all of those are met, then you place your entry. So that will give you kind of a hard written rules that you need to follow on each and every single trade that you're going to be placing, both in the backtesting and both on the live markets. So this will give you a kind of hard rules that every single trade that you're going to be placing are going to be following, so it will give you more consistent results. So that is my number one rule. The second tip that I got for you is writing down every single one of your results. So let's say you are trading a couple of trading instruments. Let's say you're trading Forex and you are trading five different pairs. So you need to be testing those five different pairs. Each one of those pairs are going to have different results. So you need to mark down specifically for that pair what result and what is the win rate, how much money you've earned from that specific pair, and that will give you a bit more um, detailed results for your backtesting, instead of having just a general win rate and general how much money you lost or won. That will give you more specific results. And for each of those pairs, because every pair that you're going to be trading will have different results and different movements, different, because each pair or each trading instrument has their own kind of um, patterns, different movements. They will give you different results. So usually you will need to write down your thoughts or your tips for your future self to look at. So let's say I have the British pound with the Japanese yen on, and this is a chart that I usually trade. And what I usually do, let's say I noticed that there is a pattern that from the moving averages, let's say I have the 200 moving averages here. You can see that price usually bounces off the 200 moving average and uses it as kind of a guideline for where you're going to be, how price is going to be moving in the future. So you can see there are multiple rejections of the 200 moving average for this specific pair only. So I will need to write that down. Or let's say there are strong respect for specific zones, you need to write that down. Or let's say you in this specific pair you need to be targeting higher take profits than you usually get, because there are bigger movements. As you can see, there are big movements. For example, there are pairs that have larger movements than others, so write that down so that you can adapt those changes and adaptations for each pair to, so whenever you're trading that specific pair, you're going to be modifying the take profit to be in place with how this pair works. So that is my number two tip. Write down the thoughts that you have, the tips that you have for your future self, the win rate for each specific pair that you're going to be trading, and this will give you the best results for your trading. Another tip that I would recommend most traders to do is focus on the sessions that you are going to be trading. So let's say you are only trading the UK session, you need to be testing on that specific session only. And the way to do that is usually using the session indicators. So this is what it looks like. And I usually trade the London session. So I trade and backtest my strategies on that specific session, because each session has their own kind of thing, different movements, different volatility, different volume. So that plays in role for your backtesting, and you need to take that into account. So if you're trading one specific session only, you need to take that into account. If you are trading all of these sessions, which is highly unlikely, but if you are, you can probably test on all of them. But I would recommend testing on one specific session, and that will give you the most consistent results for your strategy, especially if you're trading only one. So that is tip number 4. And lastly, probably the most important and very obvious one is do not cheat when backtesting. And cheating when backtesting can be tempting because you obviously have the results of the test. So you need to be consistent and place the trades even if you are losing those trades. So that will give you a better idea of how well it might be perform in the live markets. If you're, let's say, only taking the profitable trades and avoiding the bad ones because you already saw that it's lost, and have like 99% win rate on your backtesting, and go on to the live markets and you see your win rate, let's say, drop to 10%, and wonder, well, I had a great backtesting, what went wrong? It's because you were cheating. So don't cheat, otherwise you're going to be only cheating yourself. So that is my last tip for you, and probably the most important one. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this useful, and if you have any questions or ideas for a future video, please comment them below. Please like and subscribe onto the channel, as it helps us a lot. And thank you for watching the video. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.